Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nadia Sofatullah Aulia and my ID number is 12450 and I'm from class 3E. In this video, I will review the material that has been discussed previously, and which is questions about the ideas of the passage. Okay, in this opportunity, I will take three topics or material to explain. Let's check it out. Okay, in this the first video, I will to review the skill one that about answer my ID questions correctly, and I will review in this passage one about Fort Knox, Kentucky. Fort Knox, Kentucky is the site of a U.S. Army post. Fort Knox, Kentucky adalah tempat pos tentara US atau yang kita bisa disebut juga dengan tentara Amerika. But it is even more renowned for the Fort Knox Bullion Depository. Tetapi tempat ini lebih terkenal karena Fort Knox Bullion Depository-nya. The massive vault that contains the bulk of the US government gold deposit. Karena kenapa lebih terkenal dengan Fort Knox Bullion Depository-nya? Karena di sana itu terdapat lemari besi besar atau yang bisa kita sebut seperti brankas yang di dalamnya menyimpan sebagian besar cadangan emas milik pemerintah US atau pemerintah Amerika. Complete in 1936, the vault is housed in a two-story building composed of granite, steel, and concrete. Selesai pada tahun 1936. Lemari besi atau yang kita sebut brankas tersebut ditempatkan di dalam bangunan di dua lantai yang terbuat dari granit, baja, beton. Okay, steel and concrete. The vault itself is made of steel and concrete and has a door that weighs more than 20 tons. Karena tadi itu lemari besinya itu terbuat dari granit, baja, beton. Lemari besi itu juga terbuat dari baja dan beton yang memiliki pintu yang berat, yang beratnya lebih dari 20 ton. Naturally, the most up-to-date security devices available are in place at Fort Knox. Biasanya, perangkat keamanan paling tersedia ditempatkan di Fort Knox, and the Army post nearby provides further protection. Dan pos tentara di dekatnya memberikan perlindungan terhadap tempat Fort Knox Bullion Depository. Okay, I have been to read in the paragraph. After this, I want to answer two questions from in this paragraph. The first answer is, which of the following best describe the topic of the passage? Manakah dari berikut ini yang paling benar yang mendeskripsikan tentang topik di atas? E. The city of Fort Knox, Kentucky. B. The Federal Gold Depository. C. The U.S. Army Post at Fort Knox. D. Gold Bullion. And the answer is B. Why B? Because if in this answer? E, the city of Fort Knox, Kentucky? No, because in in that in the passage in the paragraph, not just menjelaskan about Fort Knox, but in that also lebih menjelaskan ke gold deposit, tentang emas, Fort Knox Bullion Depository. And if C, the US Army Post at Fort Knox? Enggak juga, karena tadi yang seperti di akhir dijelaskan bahwa kalau posnya Army itu di dekat tempat Fort Knox Bullion Depository. And D, gold bullion? No, because not in this, not just about gold bullion. And the answer is B. Why? The Federal Gold Depository, because mencakup, karena kalau di dalamnya ini mencakup tentang Federal Gold Depository, bukan tentang gold bullion. And number 2 in question is, which of the following would be the best title for this passage? Manakah dari berikut ini yang paling benar untuk diberikan judul, manakah yang paling bagus untuk jadi judul pada teks di atas? E, the massive concrete vault. B, Fort Knox security. C, where the United States keeps its gold. D, a visit to Kentucky. D, udah jelas salah, karena tidak ada yang menjelaskan tentang visit to Kentucky. If B, di dalamnya Fort Knox itu bukan hanya tempat keamanan. And E, the massive concrete vault? No. And the answer is where the United States keep its gold. Okay, thank you in this one video about passage 1. In the passage 1, about calendar, sun, and moon. Common types of calendars can be based off the sun or on the moon. Jenis kalender umum dapat didasarkan pada matahari atau bulan. The solar calendar is based on the solar year. Kalender surya didasarkan pada tahun surya. Since the solar year is 165 to 1,422 days long. Karena tahun surya panjangnya yaitu 365,2422 hari. Solar calendars consist of regular years of 365 days and have an extra day every 4th year. Kalendernya terdiri dari tahun-tahun biasa selama 365 hari dan memiliki satu hari yang berbeda atau satu hari ekstra di setiap 4 tahunnya. Or leap year, atau biasanya disebut dengan tahun kabisat. To make up for the line additional fractional amount. Untuk menutupi jumlah pecahan tambahan dalam kalender surya. In a solar calendar, The waxing and waning of the moon can take place at various stages of each month. Fase membesar dan mengecil dalam kalender surya ada fase membesar dan mengecil bulan yang dapat terjadi pada berbagai tahap di setiap bulannya. Okay, that about the calendar, solar calendar. And then the second paragraph about the lunar calendar. The lunar calendar is synchronized to the lunar month rather than the solar year. Kalender lunar disinkronkan dengan bulan lunar, bukan tahun surya. Atau biasanya kalau lunar kalender itu kita sebut sebagai tahun Hijriah. Since the lunar month is 29.5 days long. Karena bulan lunar panjangnya 29,5 hari. Sebagian besar 29,5 hari panjangnya. Most lunar calendars have alternating months of 29 and 30 days. Sebagian besar kalender lunar memiliki bulan yang bergantian antara 29 atau 30. 12-month lunar year thus has 344 days, 11 days shorter than a solar year. Dengan demikian, tahun lunar ada 12 bulan yang memiliki hanya 354 hari yang 11 hari lebih pendek dari tahun surya. Jadi, tahun bulan ini dia lebih pendek dari tahun surya karena hanya ada dalam 12 bulan 354 hari. Oke, langsung aja ya kita jawab question yang ada pada paragraf di sini. The first question is, what is the main idea of the passage? E. All calendars are the same organism. B. The solar calendar is based on the sun. C. Different calendars have dissimilar bases. D. The lunar month is 29.5 days long. Kita bahas satu-satu. Yang A, all calendars are the same organism. Apakah semua kalender perputarannya sama? Tidak. Di paragraf di sini ada yang membahas tentang solar calendar and lunar calendar, and the two calendar have perbedaannya masing-masing. B. The solar calendar is based on the sun. No, because why? In the passage, not just about solar calendar, but there is also about lunar calendar. And D, we see, kita lewat dulu. And D, the lunar month is 29.5 days long. Yes, is this right? But it is just menerangkan about lunar month. There is not about solar calendar, because in question, what is the main idea of the passage? Apa ide pokok utama pada paragraf di atas? Sedangkan kalau yang D, dia hanya menjelaskan tentang lunar month atau tentang tahun Hijriah. And the C, different calendars have dissimilar bases. Setiap kalender memiliki perbedaannya masing-masing. Jadi di setiap kalender ini memiliki base-nya masing-masing. And the answer is C. The second question, how is the information in the passage? E. Characteristics of the solar calendar are outlined. B. Two types of calendar are described. C. The strength and weakness of the lunar calendar are described. D. The length of each existing calendar is contrasted. And the answer is B. Two types of calendar are described. Karena pada paragraf di atas menjelaskan mendeskripsikan pada setiap macam-macam kalendernya masing-masing. Okay. The last material on the last topic to explain in the skill 3 about answer state the type question correctly in the passage 2 about the chambers. The human heart is divided into four chambers, each of which serves its own function in the cycle of pumping blood. Jantung manusia terbagi menjadi 4 ruang, masing-masing memiliki fungsinya sendiri dalam siklus pemompaan darah. The atria are the thin-walled upper chambers that gather blood as it flows from the veins between heartbeats. Atrium adalah ruang atas berdinding tipis yang menampung darah saat mengalir dari vena di antara detak jantung. And then the ventricles are the thick-walled lower chambers that receive blood from the atria and push it into the arteries with each contraction of the heart. Sedangkan ventricle adalah ruang bawah yang berdinding tebal yang menerima darah dari atrium dan mendorong ke arteri setiap kali jantung berkontraksi. The left atrium and ventricle work separately from those on the right. Atrium dan vertikal kiri bekerja secara terpisah dari yang sebelah kanan. Peran ruang di sisi kanan jantung adalah the left atrium. The role of the chambers on the right side of the heart is to receive oxygen depleted blood from heart, then receive the oxygen enriched blood from the lungs and send it back out to the body tissues. Peran ruang di sisi kanan jantung adalah menerima darah yang kekurangan oksigen dari jaringan tubuh dan mengirimnya ke paru-paru. Kita ulang lagi. The chambers on the left side of the heart then receive the oxygen enriched blood from the lungs and send it back out to the body tissues. Sedangkan ruang di sisi kiri jantung kemudian menerima darah yang kaya oksigen dari paru-paru dan mengirimnya kembali ke jaringan tubuh. Okay, after I read the paragraph, I want to answer two questions from the paragraph. The first question is, the passage indicates that the ventricles blah 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 C. Have relatively thin wall. B. Send blood to the atria. C. Are above the atria. D. Force blood into the arteries. And the answer is right is D. Force blood into the arteries. Because the ventricles are the thick-walled lower chambers that receive blood from the atria and push it into the arteries with each contraction of the heart. Because force inhale that same with receive blood from the atria. Yes. And then the second question, according to the passage, when is blood pushed into the arteries from the ventricle? E. As the heart beats. B. Between heartbeats. C. Before each contraction of the heart. D. Before it is received by the atria. And the question, and the answer is B. Between heartbeats. Because in here flows from the veins between heartbeats. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I have to explain three topics or three material last time. The first material is skill one in the passage one about fourth canals, and I have to answer the two questions. And the second, I in the skill 2 about common calendars or about calendar month and calendar sun in different what is the name different base or different descript. And the skill and the last in the skill 3 that about jantung chambers. Yes, tentang bagaimana cara mereka fungsinya dan bagaimana cara bekerja jantung di dalam tubuh kita. Okay, maybe just that for me. I'm say to sorry if I have mistake. Okay, thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.